Hello, people of the internet. It is I, Gabriel890, back again with another video. So, last video we talked about the Nintendo Wii U. So now we can officially move on to the follow-up to that, which is the Nintendo Switch. I wanted one at release. I really did. But the problem was I owned a Wii U, which was also getting Breath of the Wild, the big Switch release. So I decided to hold off, and I played Breath of the Wild on my Wii U. But I could only hold off for so long. Ended up being about a month. Because you could not find the Switch after release. It was going for about $600. And I found it on eBay from Ant Online. And they were selling it at retail with a copy of Breath of the Wild and 1-2 Switch. And I was like, I really want it. And, finding it at retail at that point was hard to do. So I decided to pull the trigger. And I'm glad I did because there is some phenomenal games, especially now on the Switch. So speaking of games, let's get into it. Starting us off, we have Toki. So this one, I believe, was originally an arcade game. And then this is a reimagining / remake. And this is actually a cool addition because it comes with a little mini arcade cabinet that you can put together, and then you put the Switch screen into the stand, and then you can play it like a little arcade. But these were on clearance at GameStop at one point, and so I grabbed it for $10.63. Couldn't really refuse. Alright, another one I couldn't really refuse. We got Starlink, Battle for Atlas. Now, this released on other consoles as well, but what made it unique for the Switch was the inclusion of Star Fox and crew. So you could get the R-Wing and all sorts of cool stuff. And it actually looks and runs very well on the Switch. A unique game for sure. So Best Buy had this and another game coming up. It was a one-day deal, and it was both of them for like $30. And so I paid $15.98 for this. And then I paid $32.01 for this. Deadly Premonition Origins. So a port of the original game from the 360 / PS3. And this is just a crazy game. Where there are certain aspects that are just so bad that they're good. Just like it's really entertaining and just weird. Very unique game for sure. And it's interesting that it found its home on the Switch, at least for now. And why I say that is because the sequel, Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise, is exclusive to the Switch. I need to play this one. But this one I picked up for $10.70. It was on sale, and I had a coupon. So you gotta love that. Alright, next we got Katamari Damacy Reroll, which upon release was a GameStop exclusive, and everyone was clamoring to get it. And I want to say it got upwards of like $100 that people were paying for it. And I found it and had a coupon, and so I was able to snag it for $11.87. And I was quite excited to do that at the time. But thankfully for the masses, they got a restock, and now you can find it just about anywhere. But regardless, it is a very fun game, very unique game. And the same can be said for both of these games, Child of Light and Valiant Hearts: The Great War. Both originally digitally only, and so that's how I got them. And then they released this as a physical release, obviously, and I couldn't refuse. And so I grabbed this for $25.19. Both beautiful games, graphically, with the art style and the music especially. Alright, another game that I originally got because it was digital only, and then I had to pick up the physical release down the road. Golf Story. Man, This is one of my like favorite games of all time. Definitely up there on the Switch. So it's not just a golf game. It's basically like a golf RPG. So you're going around talking to people, doing all sorts of crazy things, and you're playing golf in between and frisbee golf and all that. So if you have a Switch, I highly recommend this game. It is on par. Sorry, couldn't refuse. Okay, so this is the game I got with Starlink that on that one-day deal. We got Mario Rapids Kingdom Battle. I do love the humor of the Rapids games, and so I was interested in this, and I should probably give it a go. But I got it for $15.97. Alright, now this is one I got with the Switch, and that is 1-2 Switch. So this kind of shows off the capabilities of the Switch with a bunch of mini games. And it is fun, definitely if you have some people to play it with. So I got this for $52. Alright, now here's a big one. Animal Crossing New Horizons. So I'm a big fan of the Animal Crossing series. Thanks to a couple of friends, I got into it on the GameCube and had a blast. And I played quite a bit of it on the DS. And now I do own it on the Wii and the 3DS. But I haven't played a whole lot of those ones. And I picked this one up because my Best Buy Gamers Reward Club Unlocked was ending. So I was like, I better just pre-order to get the 20% off like any game I have even slight interest of picking it up. And this was one of them. And I'm glad I did. And initially, I didn't play it a whole lot. I started it, got my island going. And it was kind of thanks to the shutdowns of 2020 that I finally did give this game a chance, being at home a lot more. And I got a little addicted for a while, which is easy to do. But it's fun. It's definitely a fun game to be able to play and build up your island and get all sorts of items and all that jazz. But yeah, so anyways, I grabbed Animal Crossing, $51.23. Alright, this is a recent release. Mario Golf Super Rush. So, me and my friends played quite a bit of Toadstool Tour on the GameCube. And so I definitely had an interest in this. And it's a little bare bones. But they have promised upcoming DLC and all that stuff. But the multiplayer is definitely fun, and I've enjoyed playing it with some friends. And the rush aspect of it is pretty fun as well. So I grabbed this at Walmart with a gift card for $33.56. Alright, next we got Luigi's Mansion 3. I grabbed this one for $30.69. I believe I had a coupon. And yeah, this is a phenomenal game for sure. Just all the detail is incredible. And definitely a very fun game. Alright. Now this one was supposed to sell out and be gone. And it isn't. Super Mario 3D All-Stars. I know it wasn't exactly what everyone wanted or expected in how it was executed, but I think either way, it's still a fun collection to have, and I think the game that benefits most from this is Super Mario Galaxy. It runs and looks so much better being updated for the Switch. But yeah, I was able to grab this one for $48.25. And I do not regret that. Okay, now this is the game that, once we picked up the Switch and people played Breath of the Wild, then it was like, we're waiting for the next big one. And this is it. Super Mario Odyssey. So, this released the same day as the South Park game, the follow-up to the Stick of Truth. And my plan was, Well, I'm probably going to play South Park first, and then maybe I'll play this, like, before bed, just in handheld mode or something like that. Well, this was just so much fun that it took over. This is all I wanted to play. This was definitely a worthy follow-up in the Mario series. And so I grabbed this one for $51.04 and had a blast. Okay, here we have another recent release of sorts. We have The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. And, there's quite a few people that have mixed emotions on this one. And I have to say, I played it on the Wii, and I loved it. Yeah, motion controls aren't definitely are not my first choice. But I thought that they were more than adequate to play the game, and I had so much fun. And I love the art style of this, kind of like a watercolor painting. And so the only way you could like truly see and appreciate the graphics to their full potential was using a CRT TV, which I do have luckily, but a lot of people don't. So it's so blurry and muddy on an HD screen. So when they announced this, I was actually super excited. And then being able to play with just standard controls instead of motion controls is also very well done. And I just finished this a couple days ago, and it was just as fun as I remembered it. Yeah, so I got this one for, it was $53 and some odd cents at Walmart, which most of their first party release titles from Nintendo they have for 50 instead of 60. Okay. Next, we got The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Another beautiful remake done by Nintendo. And I definitely wanted the Dreamers Edition, but it sold out and was very hard to acquire one. But luckily, at midnight, the day before, well, technically day of release, I was on Best Buy's website, and it came into stock, and I just kept add to cart, and, check out, and suddenly it just worked and said, okay, your copy's coming, and then it did. I was waiting for the email to say, we're out of stock, sorry, but no. I was able to grab this for, let's see, $32.04. I remember I had a couple coupons and my discount. Okay. Now before we get to the last game, which I probably just showed here, it should be obvious. I did want to show that I was able to grab the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword Joycons. And so I thought these were really cool. Just beautiful design, and I couldn't help myself. I had to do it. Okay, now we're on to the last game, which, if you've been paying attention, you already know. Well, okay, so I got Breath of the Wild with the Switch, but it wasn't enough. Being a die-hard Legend of Zelda fan, I couldn't help myself. I had to get myself the Master Edition, and I'm glad I did. Even though, unfortunately, I did have to pay a bit of a premium because, of course, it sold out immediately and you could not find it anywhere except for the secondhand market. So I got this for $220, and with the prices now, I'm definitely glad that I did. But, yeah, Breath of the Wild, just a phenomenal game for sure, and I had so much fun with this. It was one of those games where, I did quite a bit, did all the main temples and went and fought Ganon and ended the game, but I just wasn't ready to be done. Like, I was like, okay, I beat it, but, what next? And it was like a day or two later that I was like, I just want to be playing Breath of the Wild, and so I went back, and luckily there is plenty of content in this game. So I did finished all the shrines, did a bunch of side quests, just explored that huge open world. And yeah, anyways, it's a phenomenal game, and I am super excited for the sequel. But yeah, so that's the Nintendo Switch. I don't have a ton of games, but I feel like I have some of the best. What are your favorite games on the Switch? What are some of your favorite pickups with the Switch? As always, thanks for sticking around, and have a good one.